Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick show. We'll be playing more Yakuza Kenzan, and we're jumping back in. Kiryu just, I think we might be coming out of the framing device here. I'm not entirely sure. Just a heads up to anybody who has not watched this playthrough series yet. This game was only ever released in Japan. It's the third entry in the Yakuza series. It was released between Yakuza 2 and 3, but this game does not exist in English. So all of the text, subtitles, audio, and written is all in Japanese. So I still don't talk over cutscenes. I'm not going to explain what's happening while a cutscene is happening, but I will explain what has happened after the cutscene is over. Let's jump in it.
No, you ya.
私を買ってください。
え？
私を遊女として買ってください。お願いします。
あんたここに来たばっかりなんか？自分の言うてることがどういうことか分かってんやろな。よし、ほな一緒についといで。
はい。
So the title said that it was 4 years later from the previous cutscene, which was our monk friend leaving town. So this is like 4 years after Kiryu set up his shop. The year is 1605 now, and we're back to the original framing device of the game. This is like present, quote unquote, present day of what's happening in the storyline. We're no longer in a flashback, basically. This Haruka type girl, if you recall, she asked the woman to buy her. That was the last thing we saw with her. And she said, like, please buy me. And the woman was like, oh, well, do you understand what you're getting into by doing this? And she said, yeah. And then the woman was like, okay, come along with us. And she went along. And that's about it. あの少女、少し心配だな。かんやサマコに行ってみるか。Saying like, that little girl, I'm sort of worried about her. Maybe I should go looking on her. Yeah, like what at the place that she works at. This is like they've added some kind of ability. Sleeping, something about sleeping, maybe a bedroom. Okay. So I think we have item storage in here as well. And koso? Maybe it's like reflections. So let's go into here. So save. Now what is this? Okay, yeah, reflections I called it, where we're basically looking at existing. It's crazy that I got that. We're looking at existing chapters or cutscenes. I'm assuming these will just be cutscenes. I don't want to do it right now though. This is result screen. This I assume is for storing items. So first let's try and, I would like to see if we can sell something. We have a slot or two, right? Yeah, we have one slot open. Huh. Saying there's a letter that's delivered. Oh, cool. Tegami bako setsumeisho. Saying it's a explanation, like instruction manual for the letterbox. Kiryu様でのお手紙は、この木箱へお届けします。新しい手紙が届いた時は、木箱のあたりが光ります。So it's saying like Kiryu, I think it's saying when Kiryu writes a letter. I've never seen it written like that, if that's what that's saying. It's saying basically things with Kiryu's arm, the letters with Kiryu's arm. But it's saying when there are new letters, they'll get delivered to the box. Kiryu can put letters into the box. This area will be brightly, like shining or whatever. たまに木箱をこれって手紙を開けなさい. So it's saying like you can accept the letters here. You cannot continue a letter? No. I'm not sure what that one is. Selling a letter? You can't sell a letter here? Not getting a lot from here. It's talking about having big packages and stuff getting delivered and all sorts of stuff. I think we'll just take it as it comes. Can we do, like, I'm not actually able to make a letter. But maybe there's a point in the story or something where Kiryu, you know, like writes a letter and then wants to send it or something. So it's saying that we're going to that store. Like the thing that showed up was saying we're going to the shop where we're trying to meet the girl. I don't know what the word is though. Kanya, maybe? I think it might be some sort of like No, yeah, I'm not sure. Thought I recognized the word, but I didn't. Okay, so what I would first like to try and do is find a store that will buy the stuff that we have. So let's go to the map, and we'll just try and see if... How do I look at the... Here we go. Where can I sell my stuff? Maybe here? Yeah, let's give that a shot. So we're going to go up to the second save point. It's right above that. It would be nice to get rid of some of this crap that we have. God, this game's so cool. I really hope that they come to their senses and, you know, do this game for PC, because I would have thought that PS3 games are really hard to port, but they just did remasters of Yakuza 3, 4, 5, which were all PS3 games, so I don't think there's any excuse not to do these. Pretty sure that most people who like the Yakuza games would also like this game, and Ishin, which is the second one of these, although I've never played it yet. Yeah, Kiryu with a sword is definitely something that I am interested in. Alright, so how do we get into this shop? I think it's around the other side. So can we sell our stuff to any of these guys? Okay, came to buy. Oh. Is this, like equipment? This is to sell, so we can sell stuff. I want to look at this, though. Bugu, maybe? I don't actually know the word, but I'm guessing it would mean equipment. He's saying that he can't sell the equipment to us. He said he only has one thing, which I guess is this thing. Sarashi, which is what? A thick piece of cloth for your waist, which I guess is good for defense. Well, I'll buy it if he's selling it. It's only 200 sen, whatever the currency is. Let's see what else he's got. Oh, you know, that wasted our last spot. Okay, first, let's equip that so it doesn't sit in our inventory. Yeah, we want to go to our equipment screen, which is where... Oh, here's our Take On Me screen. This is the letters. So we don't have to look in the letter box. Okay. Those are our abilities. So we want to equip our Sadashi. And how do I take this off? Yeah, it did raise our stats. 3, 3, and 3. Defense against blades, defense against fire, does that say? Maybe that means gunfire. This one is metal, maybe? I'm not sure what that third one is. And the first one I'm guessing is unarmed, like... I don't tend to read a lot of stuff where there's like weaponry, so a lot of these weapon-based words are new to me. Okay, so he's selling stuff that is kind of similar to what we already are able to buy. I'm curious, like, what we would... Like, why can't I buy this, for example? It's saying you can buy both for 5,000 sen, but we have more than 5,000 sen. Maybe they're saying... Maybe they're saying... Yeah, like, why... Oh, you know why? Because this is stacking on top of an item we already have. Our item box is probably full. Oh, no, yeah, because we're buying 2... And I think there's actually 2 sets of 2, because that's the kanji for both. So it's like 2 instances of both, which is 4. So we're buying 4 of these for 5,000, but we don't have 4 slots. So these are stacking on top of existing items? Or no, these are just singular items. So they would go in that 1 slot. But let's not do anything yet. We want to sell this crap that we don't need. And of course, once I sell this stuff, we're going to realize why we needed it this whole time. But that's just how it goes. These items aren't that expensive anyway. Okay. I think we might want this. It might sort of help to upgrade our blade. This I'm not entirely sure. I think it is just for selling. I like that a lot of Japanese games do this, where it's like, you're not hitting like, yep, sell this, sell this, sell this. You're saying like, okay, I want to sell 1 of this, 2 of this, like, and then you just do the sum total at the end. I think that's way smarter than a lot of other Western games where it's like, you have to hit the button on every single thing you want to sell. Okay, it's just like a blue precious stone, it looks like. Get rid of that. This is just for healing purposes. I'll sell 1 of those. I'll keep them. This one is what? I think it's just a little firecracker that it says little girls like to plant them in the ground or something like that. Let's just sell them. They're pretty cheap anyway. I am going to keep this. It's kind of implying that if you have it, it might be useful for something, which obviously if a game ever says that, you know you don't want to get rid of it. But it's probably one of those things that we just have to have on our person, and then like 40 hours later it's going to come in handy. This is saying the same thing. This one's talking about how it had some significance to like Buddhist statues. And this one is talking about like I think this is saying this won't come in handy for something, but I'm not sure if that's a double negative. I'm selling this. I don't know what it is. You know, it gives us 25. We're not going to sell it. We'll put some of this stuff in our item box, which I should have done when we first found the item box, but whatever. So this is saying, like, sell this, basically. Yeah, it's saying, like, it's valuable. You should sell it. It's a white stone. Done. keep that. Keep that. Keep that. These are all healing items. See, now this is another one of that same thing, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to get rid of one of them. Wow, that's $7,000 worth of stuff. Got a lot of money. So now let's see what he's selling, since we have some free space here. More of the firecrackers. This might be a gift for like a date. And this might be the same. Oh. So this currency is actually, I get it. So it's like saying 1 gold piece, 3 copper pieces, or like 1 pence, 3 farthings, or whatever. I don't know the British currency, but or antique British currency. But this is not saying 2. In modern Japanese, this is a kanji. The square looking one between 1 and 2 is a kanji that means both. So you'd say like both hands, and it would be like that kanji plus the kanji for hand. But here it's saying like that's the equivalent of like a gold piece, and the one after 2000 is the equivalent of a copper piece or a silver piece. So I don't know how they would pronounce it in this game, but if I was gonna guess, it would be Ichiryo Nisen Bun. But I'm pretty sure that it's pronounced sen. The second kanji is pronounced sen. So I'm not sure how you'd pronounce ryo, but I'm gonna call it ryo. So we need 2 gold pieces. I was gonna call them gold pieces to get this comb. And this thing is actually marked as. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's not marked as yellow. Yeah, it's saying like a lot of this stuff is really valuable to women. So I think these might be gifts that we can give to our dates if we go to like the hostess bar. So we're not going to buy any of that now, but it's definitely good to know about. Wasn't there another person around here? Oh yeah, this guy. Oh. He's saying that they added a lot of stuff in the front of the shop that you can buy. But I guess that's not a person we can actually buy stuff from. I don't think I can buy stuff in front of the shop. Yeah, I can't. This is what he's talking about, though. It's just for show. Okay, so let's go back to the home base, and we will put some of these items that we're suspecting are going to be important into our storage shed. So what do we have? I want to keep these, what I believe to be whetstones. Yeah, I don't know. It's referring to like high quality, thing for your blade, which is like some kind of like a material for your blade that you can use. I'm guessing that means whetstone, basically, like a thing that'll sharpen your blade or gets infused into your blade. Either way, I played enough video games to know that that means you don't sell it, you use it later. If I was really smart, which I am most of the time, I'm not, we would instead go to the weapons store. Let's do that first. Okay, do we have a weapons store? This is where we're going to meet up with our Haruka girl. It's that hostess club at the top, which is where we were in the framing device when all those Ronin guys started making trouble. I don't see a weapon shop, but I know that I've seen him before. This is the dojo of unarmed combat. This is actually Kiryu's shop right here. Some kind of travel store? That can't be right. Maybe we saw a weapon store, but we weren't actually able... It wasn't like... You couldn't go in it. Or it wasn't, you know, usable or whatever. I could have sworn that it was one of those ones where he said, like, oh, I can't do that right now, or whatever. Like, it looked like it could be used. Wait a second, let's go back to the map. This is a sake, like, a bar. This is a sushi place. Oh, that's gotta be for dates, right? This is another type of restaurant of some sort. I don't know where there would be a weapon shop. Let's just look around. I think that one we were looking at might have been one. Now what is this? I can't see the name of the store. Text prompt. Okay, this is not it. The weapon shop had a big kanji in front that just said weapon. So it's pretty easy to identify. Hold on, let's look at our map. I'm guessing it might be this. I really don't think it is, though. I don't think it is. It says wind, some kind of wind thing, which I guess is pinwheel. She's saying she could guide us. Saying like I don't really need that right now. He's saying like I'll come back another time. So I guess this is another instance where the game is not fully opened up to us yet. Like we're still on a pretty strict mission at the moment. And also maybe they don't let us go into the weapon store or even have it on our map because Kiryu's not really like interested in fighting at the moment. This is not going to be it. I would like to see if we can find the weapon shop though. Because we've been to every, like we've walked around the whole town, we've seen everything there is to see, but I don't necessarily remember where everything is. Let's try going this way. That's the info center. I don't think the weapon shop was like on the main street, but I could be wrong. No. So let's go further than this. That's the pinwheel store again. So we'll just check this whole left side first. What's going on here? 何かあったのか? Did something happen? Oh. 本当は、お前だけや。He's saying, are you the guy from whatever that store is that Kiryu runs? Like, I think that somebody you know, shook them down for their money. Nanda? What? このつけよう。そう。So I think it's like a rival money collector. You see, like up until now, I thought there was really only one money collector around here, or something like that. Oh, what's he got? It's basically like the guy's asking for 50% of their profits from this store, and he has some kind of document here which essentially says the same exact thing that this guy is telling us. Yeah, it's like he has a document saying that he could get 50% of the profits from this guy's store. そいつはどこにいる? Where is this guy? この時間なら祇園の寿司屋にいるはずや頼んだで saying like around now I think he would be at the Gion sushi shop. Okay, so is this like a side quest then? Because there is a sushi shop that we can go to. I remember seeing it. It's right over here. So let's put our weapons search on pause for a minute. Let's give it a quick save before we get into a big fight. And we're gonna see if we could shake this guy down for the money that he shook them down for. I would be very curious about that because it doesn't even mark it as a quest. Does it? No, although this is really only telling us our main quest. So let's go to the sushi shop and see what happens. Still want to see if we can notice this weapon shop along the way. Was he just saying right there something bad? I wonder if we can actually eat at the sushi shop. We'll do that later. Yeah, this guy's laughing. お前か? 絶対につけよう。はい言わないよ。男というのは? Are you the guy that's been, you know, falsely taking money from people, basically? Huh? 何やお前? あんたも駆け回りかなんかか? Saying like, what the hell? Who are you? Like, are you some kind of money collector too? そうだ。たまったツケすべて、返してもらうぞ。He's saying like, yeah, that's right. I'm the guy. Like, you better give everything back that you took. 俺と勝負して勝ってたら相手はもうどうだ He's saying like, huh, alright then. How about how about a duel then? How about we fight for it? Does it sound good to you? So this is saying like, give me a second. ちょっと待ってくれ. Here we go. Oh, I like the guy's face when he saw that we were gonna do it. Are we fighting with swords or what? He's saying like, let's something like let's get to it. Let's do this duel, and afterwards I'm gonna be sitting pretty or something like that. Something to that effect. Oh wait, are we actually fighting or? Oh, okay, okay. What kind of weapons we got? Anything? Oh, give me that, give me that. Ah, I can't take it. No, nothing. Oh yeah. Nande konna tsuyonya. He's saying like like where'd you get that kind of power? Yakusoku no odai subete shihaite morau ka. Saying like, alright, don't forget your promise. You're gonna give me back all the money you took. Yeah, I will. But, to be honest, I think he's saying, like, I don't actually have all of it on me. Or maybe he is saying he had it all on him. Okay, so we got the stuff. Niryoka. So like it's two billfolds. I don't know how to describe it. Two gold pieces. Oh, so now he's saying like, where can I find the rest of these skates? I want to read about skates again. Yeah, it's just saying the same kind of stuff about money collecting. He's saying like, I think he's saying like they go to all different kinds of stores or shops. He's saying like, it's like, all right, I got it. Like, again, or like, don't come back and tell. I think he's saying like, tell all your friends that like, I'm the one around here who's collecting the money. Hi, yes. Oh, is this the guy? Okay. I really gotta look up what this word is. because we've seen it a lot now. I think it means like a like when you're a Italian mob boss and they pay you protection money, like you're the protection guy. Let's see what it means. Kumanosuke. Okay, it doesn't translate that at all. It just translates it to exactly what it is. So maybe that is a person's name? Oh, I think it is the person's name, actually. He's saying, like, did you take down this guy, Kumanosuke? He's saying, like, yeah, I got the money from this guy. And he gave it back. Saすがやな。じゃあ約束通り5割はお前に。Oh, and he's saying like, all right, thank you, and you know, as promised, here's 50% of the money. All right. So maybe the thing he gave us was okay. So I sort of misunderstood what was happening here. I thought this was what the other guy was asking from him. And maybe it was, but what it is, I think this is the game mechanic of giving us a mission. And it's telling us the terms of the thing. It was saying that we were going to get 50% of the profits that he got. So we'll keep our eyes out for other missions that are shown like this. I'm not entirely sure what the difference between a tsuke and a kakemawari is. I get the impression a kakemawari is kind of like higher up on the food chain. Oh, wait, what? Oh, we got experience. Okay. Great. That was cool. So now we know that we have side quests we can do, which is really good. I would also like to actually go to the sushi shop here. So now we have 2 gold pieces and 6,115 silver pieces. I'm curious how they're pronounced. I would call them ryo. So that's where the guy was sitting. Let's see what we can do with him. Ah. One of the best things about Yakuza is buying the food. Damn, we got a lot of stuff we can get. Not entirely sure. I think this is fatty tuna because it's the kanji for fat. I don't really know what the other thing says though. The thing I know least in Japanese is how to say the names of foods. I just never understood that. Or I never bothered to learn them, is what I should really say. This one's called bara, which is maybe a salmon. It's some kind of eggs from a fish. Well, let's buy this one, fatty tuna. Oh, we got 30 XP? Wow. Great. Wait, so do I get XP every time I eat a food item? Because that is a pretty good way to get XP then. Oh, he's saying I don't need to eat right now. Okay. So we got to make sure that we make a big food order next time. It might have to do with our health bar. In some of the Yakuza games so far, that's been the motivation for eating. Okay, so... And we don't have anything in our inventory for that. So we're still looking around for this weapon shop, if we can find it. God, this game is so good. I'm really having a lot of fun with this game. It's kind of crazy that, like, we can actually play this. I'm still flabbergasted by it. Because it's easier to talk to a person in Japanese than it is to engage with a piece of media in Japanese, because the person you talk to can understand what you mean and change the way that they talk to match your skill level. But a piece of media is always the same no matter what. And it's just really... it's very crazy that we're able to play this to any degree, even if it's not 100% understood. Whoa! What the heck is this? Clockwork store. I went to a couple of museums in Japan where they showed various stages of technology like this. It's really fascinating, the stuff they came up with. I think he's saying, like, you're a man who appreciates kind of like curios like he does. I think he might be a watch or like a clockmaker. If I'm not mistaken, he's the man who deals with the passage of time. If I'm not mistaken, I may be completely wrong about that. I think that's what he called himself. Nanda ka wakaranai ka. Sugoi na. Karakuri. Douyu yatsu ka? I don't really understand what I'm looking at here, but it looks really amazing. Like, karakuri. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Is that what you call it? Ma na. Washi wa kouyu karakuri ga suki de na. Iroiro atarashii shikakeを作るを喜びとしているんじゃ. I think he's saying, like, yeah, I love these things, karakuri, whatever that is. Let's just call it machines. And I'm always making, like, I take a lot of pleasure in making all sorts of new things. 最近のものに作りたいものが重い。なかなか材料。So he might be saying, like, you know, recently he's been trying to make this stuff that he thinks he might need different materials for it or whatever, like ingredients to make it. They might be saying that we're going to have to find those for him, which would be kind of cool. So, ja, washi ga omoi. I'm not sure what that one is. Kondamono の材料をあんたがThere we go. 探してきてはくれないか? So like, I got it. Like, what if you're out there in the world, like maybe you could find some of these materials for me. That's the nice thing is context clues are always a big help. It helps that I have played enough video games that I understand what they will probably be asking for, even if I don't know 100% of what they're saying. そのとしてできたものをどうだ軽くはないだろうKiryu. He's saying like, it's a little complicated, but I'm just gonna kind of say like, he's saying something like, let me know if that's kind of like too big of a request or something. Is that all right though, Kiryu? 俺を知ってるのか? I think what he's asking is like, do I know you? そりゃそうだ。ここに住んでて祇園の知らんはずがないだろ? He's saying like, yeah, you live here in Gion. You're the guy at the protection place. Isn't that right though? そうか。まあいいだろう。なんかのついてでも。Saying like, yeah, so, well then good, like, something, talking about maybe saying like asking him to tell him a little more about what he's doing. Not entirely sure what he was trying to say there. So he's telling us his name. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I'm just gonna something Tensai maybe? Tensai? It's not Tensai though. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. He introduced himself. Well, it doesn't seem like there's a mechanic where we get him stuff. It seemed like he was asking us to bring him stuff, but maybe that's just like we do that out at some point later. He's saying something like, I think that stuff like this, these types of contraptions are amazing. Like, don't you think so? Aha! So he's like a crafting guy. So the materials are these. Do we have these? I feel like we don't. Oh, it's saying we can use any kind of food, I guess is what that means. And this special selection drink, or whatever that is, food, and this other thing. So I'm just going to see if this works. I don't think... It's saying like there's an unknown element involved in making this thing. I'm just going to click it. It doesn't let us do it though. I think it's because we don't have the things we need on our person. These are foods and drinks and stuff that we could probably get. This is unagi. Zarigani? I don't know what that is really. Some kind of food probably. And this is some kind of tea, like chazuko? Chazuko? Chazushi? Chazuko might be like tea on top of a some kind of a leaf, or like a anago is like a seaweed, right? Because it might be like anago, which I'm pretty sure is a seaweed. So we'll keep an eye out for a store like that. But it's interesting. We were right that he does want us to bring him materials. I didn't realize he would immediately have stuff to craft. Cool. We're just discovering things left and right here. How do I get the map back on screen? There we go. Well, this isn't going to be where there's a weapons store. We're still looking for this weapons store. I'm excited to talk to every single one of these people too, but we're going to do that later. That's the sushi place. What do we got here? No. This is the last area we haven't been to, really. Over here. Is something on fire? Oh. What is this? What is it called? Doesn't tell us. We'll go in there later. This is a restaurant. Crap. Oh. Oh, no, this is a dojo for unarmed combat. It's an instance of a store or a sign where you have to read it right to left, which is in Japanese like books very common, but on signs, at least in modern day, it's very uncommon. Because they kind of like adapted to Western styles. So like before like pre-World War II, before the end of World War II, it was very common for the signs to be right to left, and afterwards, you'd be hard pressed to find one on a Tokyo street. Like maybe in, small towns and whatever, but maybe like 1 in 100, if not fewer, are right to left. So what I mean to say is it always throws me off when I see it, because in this game more of the signs are right to left, but it's like you don't really expect it when you see it. So now let's I couldn't find a shop that had that, so let's take some of our stuff and we'll store it. I'm assuming that we can store it here. Hold on, let's take a look. So if I say, I'm going to say this means store, probably. Yeah. Oh, so we have stuff stored, actually. Okay. Store that. Okay. And we'll store one of these, I guess. Actually, I want to keep one. How do I get to my other stuff? There you go. I'll put that there. Ah, wait. up. So it's saying this is like the other screen. And this is, I guess, single-use items is what that means. Yeah, we don't need any of that right now, really. I really like the idea that we can watch the cutscenes again. That might actually be really useful once we've played a lot more of the game. And then we come back to the cutscenes to see if we understand more of what they're talking about, having the gift of of hindsight. It is 2020, as they say. Ladies and gents, that's going to do it for Yakuza Kenzan this time. Thank you for joining the show. A lot of cool stuff on today's episode. It makes me really excited to be able to explore. Now, if you don't know the channel, it's called The Voice of Nick. On here, I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. If you want to see more, don't forget to hit that follow button before you head out, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.